Anybody want to sing their favorite NWA verse while streams live?
What's that?
No, I'm good.
I'll tell you
What's-
later what that is, Welby.
Okay.
Hey, you can't even say the name on stream,
Yep.
really.
Yeah, why not?
What's that?
Enjoy your Taco Bell.
Hey, thank you. Do you want any sauce?
Yeah, if you could mail that to us, that would be great.
You-
I
You
would
should
appreciate
not-
slurp the
but not the
sauces.
but
just
not
open
the
the sauce and
packages.
slurp on it like a.
Just the sauce, no.
Just
Yeah,
pour
just the
the
sauce.
sauce in the envelope and mail that.
Honestly,
You're
if
the-
you do that, I do want it.
I don't want that.
If I
I
empty
don't want
all
it
of these
anyways.
into like a couple Ziploc bags and then put those in an envelope
No,
and send
no,
them
on the
no,
paper,
no, just
on the
directly
paper
in a
envelope.
manila folder.
a
yeah.
manila folder. Interesting.
No, like a white business envelope.
So,
Like,
if I'm remembering right, a manila folder does not have 3 sides on it. It's just a folded.
No, all right. I mean the yellowish folders with the clips
Mm.
to close.
Yeah, the ones with the little bendy whatever. things
Yeah,
on
they're
them.
not manila, but I don't remember what they're called. And manila folder was on the top of my head.
mailer envelope.
Maybe.
The white one, right?
No, they're not. What I'm thinking of are typically a yellowish.
I'm just thinking about the white one.
I'm sure they
There's
come in white.
teenagers,
honestly,
ninjas.
The only thing that's stopping us now is Dalf respecting Twitch TOS.
Not like moral.
So
or ethics.
last
Okay.
time, last time we welcomed a new seeker to the fold.
Yay!
Who?
You. That's not accurate. Not you. You're a person on Earth. Aeolus. And several other seekers joined Ivet in Kedwell to attempt the second of 4 thought cores. Perlick performed the ritual once again, creating a portal on the wall that y'all entered, bringing you to an empty space with a single door, behind which were several other doors, all opened by different means. As you moved past them, a sun-like object moved across the sky, but once you breached the final door, the space collapsed, you were brought to a new one, and the sun-like object reset back to the start. The second space had a series of scales that needed to be balanced. The sun moving across the sky in the same fashion, but this time with a slice of it that had turned from red to blue. The third space had a table set for a feast and a number of ghosts unaware of where to sit. And finally, you came to an unadorned room with an illusory figure asking probing questions. Eventually, after speaking with them for an extended period, figured out that they only told lies and the party would need to lie back in order to escape this room. As you completed this 4th puzzle, you noted that the sun-like ball was nearly halfway filled with blue, as the space crumbled around you and you came to another. This time, a sort of humble dining room with riddles all over the walls in a glowing script. There's a statue of a grinning fool holding a wide bowl. And about the room is, it's adorned sort of like a, more or less like a sort of upper end, but not super wealthy sort of dining room. There's like a fireplace. There's like some paintings and such on the walls. Coat rack, a little guest book thing up near the where a door would be.
Are there any ghosts about?
There are not.
What languages are the riddle? Oh, they're there.
They're all in
cool.
common.
Excellent.
Okay, let's do
Let's
some riddles,
start.
gang. Should we collaborate, or should we all sit here in silence and figure out the riddles individually and then come together at the end?
Maybe we should ask you a question about what was it? Whatever that little Faye asked you. The question where you zoned off for 6 minutes.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Are you still zoned out?
If I remember correctly, you have about 2 minutes left.
Yeah. All right, cool.
I'm observing him and seeing if he needs healing.
I'm doing all right.
Can I walk up to the
Hey.
statue and try to take the bowl?
The
Is
bowl
it attached
is
to it?
affixed to the statue.
Okay, so that's not loot, guys. I thought it would be
Okay.
no loot.
I almost thought the first one was a book, but it says, like a
I
leather
also thought a
binding,
book.
but it doesn't. But the spine part is throwing me off because I feel like the spine is covered in leather. It's the other side that's not. The end of the pages.
I thought cow.
Like a dragon?
in the headspace I'm in.
What about like some sort of lizard or dragon or like fish, like something that has a spine out, you know?
What about an apron? Like a blacksmith's leather apron?
Oh, that makes sense too. At least the spine is uncovered.
But it wears a leather coat that envelops it whole except for its spine. So it's not the apron, but rather or it's not the leather itself, but rather the object.
Well, what objects have spines?
Well, not jellyfish, so that's out.
I still like book for it though, even with the spine part throwing me
I
off.
think I'm with you on
Mhm.
book.
Hey, wait, isn't the last one charcoal? I am black when you buy me, red when you use me, white when you throw me away.
There are 4 more after that, by the way. If you
Okay,
scroll down.
but damn.
But yes, that
I
sounds
do
right.
like charcoal for that one.
But I do like that. I think you're right.
Should we type like the answer next to it, or I can
Might as well keep track of which
Um,
ones we've done.
The second purple one, my body thin and slender, is a candle. Although it's debatable that cake is pastry for whoever wrote that riddle.
You're talking about which one? It's
My body's thin and slender, and
Oh.
I grow shorter every day.
Oh yeah, that's got to be a candle. That makes sense.
I see. That's all we have.
Let's see.
Is the very bottom one perhaps ink or a pencil.
That's gotta
Tucked
be
within a
ink.
bone of feather.
Because it'd
Like
be
a
like a feather
quill?
quill.
Yeah.
It'll help your words
Okay.
last forever.
I'll take quill for now.
I think the third one is money. Like tender,
Does
like
money-
legal tender, and then a mint is where you make coins or bills.
Yeah,
money
I like
sweeten your
it.
breath?
I like it.
that.
Money.
But does money sweeten someone's breath? I'm just wondering.
No, it's
Well,
no.
it's nor sweet your breath to sweeten.
It's tender and mint fresh, which currency checks out.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying, Sammy, but I think the nor is on the your breath to sweeten, so like it's not to sweeten your breath.
Yeah, I didn't see the nor. Got it.
Hmm.
Those Nors, they sneak up on you.
It's 6 shoes.
The more you walk on me, the more we get along.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. That sounds shoey to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sounds shoey.
I know what I said.
That does make sense of like leather boots like start to fit your feet over time.
Yeah.
I have not flesh, nor feathers, nor scales, nor bone, yet I have fingers and thumbs of my own. What was this? Yes. On to a different.
Oh, gloves.
That's a
That's a good
That's
answer.
a good answer,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
For I have not flesh nor feathers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gloves would have those.
be weird if a glove had flesh.
I've got a few pairs.
That's
now.
just a hand. I absolutely used all of my brain power in the first one already, guys. Ooh, my pizza's here. I'll be right
Is
back.
it number 4? I definitely was like, or 5. I was like, it's alcohol, and I was like, wait, I don't think it should be alcohol. So tripping you up and torturing you tomorrow.
Oh yeah, it does sound boozy to me.
Would number 2 be a map?
Ooh, I like that. I like map and I like booze.
Oh, which one is booze? I don't.
Booze is today.
there it
He
is.
is there to trip you up.
Oh, I never would have thought of that. That's actually really good.
Yep.
Blessed are the
Alcohol,
first,
beer.
slow are the second, playful are the third, bold are the fourth, brave are the fifth. Fingers. No. Toe.
Do you have a brave pinky toe? Feel free to decline to answer.
No comment at this time.
Fair. Yeah, what else would be 5?
Blessed are the first.
I
So
am
it's like-
pretty lost on 4 at the moment.
Date. So 4th, slower the second.
It's like places in a race. It's like blessed are the winners. The second place are, they're slow because they're second. But I mean, third, fourth, and fifth. That's where it ends.
Maybe.
I was also trying to figure out like what is there 5 of, like besides fingers and toes, like gaze or I don't know. To me, I was like thinking more time with this one.
Oh.
but I don't know how. Like, so I think like racers is just as good of as a wild guess as toes and time.
I will say there are 6 days in a week.
What happened to Sunday? Oh, here in this
Yeah.
universe, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that's an A. Thank you.
All right. If I keep looking at that fourth one, I will go crazy. So I'm gonna start going towards the bottom ones that we don't have an answer for yet.
Help out there.
A decent fellow when I've come from the earth. Only talented people can match my worth. The best friend of skeptics and scholars alike. I worsen each wound after every strike.
I know you literally just moved on from it, but what if it was like songs? I'm sorry. Like- I don't know. Like, I guess I was thinking like, you know, like you'd have a playful song, a slow song, a fast song. But anyways, let's go back down.
I like the train of thought, but it doesn't have the feeling of like clicking into place the way that I feel like riddles so
Yeah.
often do.
It's okay. Yeah, I think you're right.
Deck, sorry, it took me longer than I thought it would.
Oh my God, we've needed you this whole time for the fourth
Yeah,
riddle.
we've
All right.
he wrote a riddle in Portuguese, so we've really been struggling.
Oh, yeah, that
Ah,
makes total
God,
sense.
it was so hard.
Is the second to last one like iron? Maybe.
I was thinking like steel, so maybe iron would be better. Like a metal essentially.
Yeah.
Like a nail. So I was thinking like the
I think less. I
Or
think I was
dragon.
thinking less
Hello.
specifically a
And I've
thing and
come
more
from the
just like
earth.
metal, because it'd be like a blacksmith can match it to be something.
Oh, we're looking at different riddles. That makes sense why I'm confused.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was
I'm
looking
looking
at
at the
second to
setup on
last.
the trail. I'm followed by my long tail.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Shadow? All right.
Yeah, I was thinking like shadow or sunlight on that one.
Shadow would be good. Shadow's pretty good.
Yeah, maybe we write down shadow for now on that.
And are we still thinking book on the first one? Maybe.
I think we are. I think we are thinking book.
I haven't been able to think of anything else for it that I think fits. I still like book.
Book feels good.
It
you
feels
know?
right.
If it's not the answer, we'll out of character bully Dalf until it is.
Is that places to write the answer? Or we're just supposed to say it out loud?
Don't think we've seen anything that says what to do with them.
Oh, like in the room?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
I assume your characters have been discussing aloud and have
Yeah.
vocalized the answers as you think you have them.
I assume we have to put them all in this wide bowl, right? All these objects.
Quick,
But
give
are
me your
they
shoes,
things we
candles,
necessarily
charcoal,
have?
gloves,
Is that an
shadows.
insane person's assumption?
I
Everybody
mean,
went real quiet for a second when I said that.
Give me a round of perception checks.
Oh, I
Ooh,
love
yeah.
perceiving.
Ooh, all right.
Nice.
There we go.
Nice.
The gang's killing it.
Nice.
Don't let us down, Welby.
I hope I let everyone down. 'cause
Come on,
it's gonna be
Welby.
funny. Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
okay.
We did great. We did great. It's like we all put points on the most rolled skill of the game.
You all notice that nothing appears to be changing in the room about the riddles or anything as you solve these. There's something you're missing.
what did
What else?
people have? Like all the answers that we're sure of are things we might likely have in our inventories. They're all small things that are easy to carry around.
Yeah.
Common adventuring tools.
But okay,
Is
wait. Can
there,
I look at the bowl, the statue?
Mm-hmm.
of the bowl? Can I like investigate it?
It is a wide stone bowl affixed to this
Huh.
statue in its hands.
How deep is the bowl?
I don't like 6 inches,
People
and
say
it's
that
maybe
that's a lot.
like 3 feet across.
Enough that we can put a number of things in.
And you said the room is like a furnished like dining room, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are there
I
candles?
take off my shoes and I go, Kobe! And I throw the.
Throw a
I'd
shoe
like
into the
to-
bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the idea of grabbing things from around the room.
As the shoe lands in the bowl, a bell on the statue's hat lights up, begins
Yeah,
to
okay.
glow.
Let's just brute force it and take everything in the room and put it in the bowl.
It is not big enough to hold every item in the room at once.
I'm gonna take a piece. I'm
I'm
gonna.
I'm not
I'm-
thinking shadow anymore for the third one. Or
Yeah.
the third from the bottom, because if it's got to be something to go in the bowl.
I'm gonna look for a glove and a book and a candle to put in.
I'm gonna
there.
look.
I'm
I'm
gonna-
gonna look
How
for
about the-
charcoal and money.
I'm gonna look for a pair of shoes because I'm just using one because I threw my shoes on the bowl.
I'll look for the charcoal and the quill.
Gabitha wears gloves, so.
I'm gonna look for a shadow also.
Please chase your tail. Like,
Ellis, you pretty quickly identify a fireplace to one side of the room that is not currently burning, but has been used in the past.
Can I put a book in the bowl? Because I either find one or carry like one that I don't care about, or that I carry that I don't care about that much.
There are 2 bookcases opposite the fireplace.
Even better. I'm gonna grab a book.
Elantra, there is a coat rack up next to the guest book to one side of the room.
Is the guest book leather and has except for the spine?
It's a leather-bound book. It's like
Sounds
chained
perfect.
to the table, though.
Sounds less perfect.
Are there any gloves on the in like a coat pocket on the coat rack or anything, or is it just a bare coat rack? Is
Oh,
there a hat?
it's not bare. There's coats on there.
Excellent. Did any of them fit me?
Probably.
Okay, good to know.
You want to like rifle through the pockets and stuff?
Yeah, I want to look for a glove.
You pretty quickly find a couple of silver pieces in one pocket and
Mhm.
a pair of gloves sticking out of another pocket.
Lovely. I'm gonna bring those to the bowl.
As you drop the gloves and the coins in the bowl, 2 more bells on the statue's hat light up.
I found charcoal or
Yes,
No.
you're very easily able to get some charcoal out of the fireplace if you wish.
and I find a quill. I'm guessing next to the guest book. There's some ink and quill or something.
Yes, there's quill and ink up next to the guest book.
I will put the quill and the charcoal in the bowl.
Okay, as you drop those 2 items in, one light lights up, or one bell
One.
lights up.
One of those is wrong. I take the quill out.
No change in the lights.
Okay. So quill
So
is not
Will
right.
is wrong.
Quill is not right.
Oh, I thought I wasn't thinking of this earlier. I think we might have said ink, not quill for that. Or at least we
did.
talked about ink. Because
We did talk about ink, yeah.
it's tucked within the
The
bone.
ink makes more sense.
Tucked within the quill, not the
Yeah,
quill
yeah.
itself.
But the quill and the ink in there.
a bell lights up.
So it stings. So
Alondra,
it's not a
what was-
shadow.
Sirius, have you done anything? Have you put the book in the bowl?
Yes. I was just waiting till other people put stuff in.
The bell
Um,
lights up in response to that as well.
Okay.
Alondra, did you put coins in there? I know you put 2 items.
Yes, coins and gloves.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Did I found another shoe?
There are a pair of shoes, like set out in front of the fireplace as if to dry.
Are they too big for my feetsies?
No, they actually fit really well.
Oh my god, I'm taking them. I gotta put one of them on because I only put one on the
Uh-huh.
sink. So why would I have a pair of the same shoes? That's stupid.
Is there booze in the room? Or liquor? Alcohol.
There is a bottle of wine on the table.
Gabitha picks it up and puts it in the bowl. The whole
Another bell
bottle,
lights
doesn't
up.
pour it out.
What kind of food is on the table?
Mm.
The plates are empty, but there's like the rest of the table seems to be set as if the food is like about to come out. So there's there's like salt and pepper shakers. There's silverware and napkins and all that stuff.
Is the
What about-
silverware made of silver?
Give me an appraisal. I'm gonna hit those uncommonly used skills.
Oh,
Yeah,
I think I
it
actually
is.
put points in that skill on Arrow.
It is.
Yeah,
Can I
Uh,
put one of the silverware into the thing so we metal gold, the metal interrogation point, gold interrogation point, maybe silver?
Can
sure,
I
you
put
th-
a? Go ahead.
You throw a spoon in there or something?
Yeah, the silver.
Nothing happens.
Can I put
Shit,
a plate?
fuck.
Can I put a plate in there?
Sure can. As the plate goes into the bowl, nothing happens.
Okay. Thinking
Can,
plate earth, maybe.
Can we
Is-
take the things we put on the bowl out of the bowl?
like
Things
after
that
it lights up,
did-
you're asking?
Yeah, things that didn't answer correctly.
Uh,
Is there a map in the room anywhere?
You scan the walls, you see some like tapestries, there's some paintings, and there is actually a map on like over in
I'd
a
love
corner
to-
next to the bookcases.
I'd love to like roll it up and throw it in the bowl.
As you do so, a bell lights up.
Gabitha is wondering if I'm looking around for. I still feel like it's instruments or music. Is there any? So I'm looking specifically for like an instrument or something that would have 5, like 5-stringed instrument. For the 4th one.
I think a Renaissance lute had 5. Well, it had 9 strings, but
Oh.
4 of them were
Like-
courses of 2.
I'm kind of looking for anything that would be like 5, but I think I'm probably specifically looking for like an instrument.
The only
Dolph-
instrument you see is a fiddle that's
Ooh.
like propped up on a little like mount thing on a table right beneath where the map is on the wall.
Okay, how many strings does it have?
I don't fucking know.
So that's a no.
Traditionally 4. I've seen up to 8.
Can I try to play a tune on it?
I'm still looking for the 5 something thing.
Do you have performance for string instruments?
No. Can I try it anyway?
I think I do. I think I gave myself that a long time ago.
I'm not saying it's gonna be good.
You, I mean, if you don't have the skill, then you attempt to play and it is bad.
Yeah.
Can I, who also does not have the skill, be like, no, this is how it's done, and then play worse?
Absolutely. No
Wait,
check
wait.
needed.
As you start playing, I start
Wait.
slapping my knees off beat.
Welby, do you want to roll to see who plays better or worse, despite not being
Oh,
trained?
yeah.
Holy shit.
Wait, we're actually pretty good for the people that doesn't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I love that the bard gets fucking 12. Yeah, but it's like, didn't have that in the mountains.
Can we
Uh,
put the map and the candle in the bowl?
I put the map in there, so we just need a candle.
Okay, we need to highlight it.
Oh yeah.
Dolph, I have another question.
Oh, I didn't clock that was the system at all. That makes a lot of sense, though.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, there's candles on the table, several, in fact. You put one in the bowl, and a bell lights up.
I have a question. And it's a
Wait.
question that it's something that I already have done, but now I gotta ask. If I put Doritos on a translator because I don't know one of the words, is that cheating?
Is it what?
You could just ask
word
us
is
what the
it?
word is.
Is it gorge?
Yeah, it is gorge.
Gorge is like a gap, like between, like.
Yeah,
in
I
the
got that
land.
when I put it on a translator and then
Oh.
asked if it was cheating.
Dolph, I
we-
also have a question.
Rob, do you know the word reforge? Okay.
What's your question?
Is there like a dagger or something around the room? Like a knife, anything like that?
There's place settings in plain view. There's
Sorry.
knives as part of that. There might be, like a sharper knife somewhere if you really want to go looking. But
Yeah, I want to go get a knife. Because hear me out, guys, for the fourth one. First, second, third, fourth, and fifth. If you like take those letters, like from the first sentence, you take the first letter, second sentence, second letter, you get blade.
Rob, what the fuck? Why are you so smart?
Hey, Dolph.
Less smart and more like
Is
it's like
Well,
almost looks like it's saying like places to check.
let's
Well,
Let's like put a knife in the bowl.
yeah, let's do that.
for the one that we haven't solved for the set off on the trail, is there rope in the room?
rope. There is. I think there's a pile of not just like loose rope, but like sort of it's next to the coat rack, and it sort of is like a pack and a couple of like hiking supplies. So there's like pitons and stuff, and there's some rope in along with that. As you put a knife into the bowl, a 10th and you notice final light or bell lights up on the statue's hat. And unless people want to sit here and solve the last two, the above game, the room begins to fade around you.
I do have one question for you, Dolph.
Mm-hmm.
Did you feel at any point during this puzzle dastardly when you answered someone's question or asked a follow-up question?
I wouldn't say any more so than usual.
Perhaps a question related to silverware, where you throw on like a spoon or something? when
Oh,
they could've
that
thrown a
one?
knife?
Yes, I did have to do a little bit of finagling there to not give it to you for free.
It did sound dastardly the way you said it. I thought, oh, it's knife.
Oh,
I am curious.
Dastardly.
Curious what the answer to the second to last one, the decent fellow, come from the earth.
Um,
I want-
before I give any answers you haven't found yet, does everyone want it?
I do. I also want to know if the rope is right or wrong, because I have a feeling it's wrong.
I have one for the as I said off on the trail I follow, blah blah something.
Sure. What's your guess for that one?
A needle.
Ding ding ding.
Yeah.
So rope, I think, is like on the right track.
Hmm.
Wait, which one was needle?
As I set off on the
The
trail.
last one, yeah.
Okay.
And I so amazing.
And then the second to
that's-
last one,
I see what you did there, Sammy.
I think the bit people were skipping over is the best friend of skeptics and scholars alike, because the answer is salt.
What?
Salt in the
No.
wound. Only talented
Yeah, you
people
take
can
something
win.
with a grain of
Oh.
salt.
Salt of the
Yeah.
earth.
Oh my god.
I see.
I would never get that one.
Unbelievable
Yeah, I
salt
wouldn't
on
have
the
gotten that
fourth
one.
one, though, Rob. Incredible. I truly myself would never get that one. I had to look
I
it
think I only got it because there were so many in the list and it was so obviously different from the others and how it's like laid out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I would have thought of it otherwise. Like if it was just there by itself, I don't think I would have figured it out.
I like the salt one though.
Do we get bonus point because we got them all?
Well, we didn't get salt.
You didn't get one of them.
Do we get bonus points, but a
But we
little
also
less?
did a good job. This was
I
really
like the
hard.
charcoal
And we
one,
solved this in
Sammy.
like 1/10.
Gabitha, you got the charcoal one very quickly.
Oh, thanks. But look, we all did a good job. I think we get bonus points. Hero points for everyone.
Yeah, there were some impressive solves there.
I didn't
Okay,
solve
Everybody give yourself a
anything.
pat on the back.
Thanks for the hero point.
Yeah, thank you for the hero point. Now I have 2.
I didn't give anyone a hero point. don't
thanks for
try
the hero
and
point.
gaslight me into giving you shit.
Look, I have 20 hero points now.
Oh my
Everybody
god,
gets
God,
hero-
that's so nice.
Everybody gets 1 d20 of hero points.
500
Oh my
gold
god,
pieces.
let's
You're in a
roll
new
it.
room.
20.
Oh, we got Picross.
Ah,
Oh my god, just 9?
You know what? Yes, you did. There's tiles on the wall. You notice that they can be spun around, and there's a colored side on the opposite end. There's glowing numbers on the edges of the grid. The room you're in, apart from this wall, there's just like a bunch of shelves behind you with like random small objects on them. The sun begins to move across the sky, past the halfway mark now, filled with blue.
How do I get a shape in here?
Oh, I can give you control of these.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, meta for a sec. Can someone just like give me the concept of what this is? Because I've never seen anything like this before.
I also have no idea.
Sammy,
So
I'm right
like
with
the
you,
8
Sammy.
at the 8 at the bottom means that 8 in a row of those squares are filled in and one of those is blank because there's 9 total. The second one up, there is 2, then a space, 5, then a space, then 1, which actually we can probably just fill that one immediately in. Is there supposed to be 10 rows?
So there are.
Okay.
I'm
So, like,
starting from the bottom right, but I'm giving you access to move the tokens, or not move them. Actually, you might not be able to do this. Now that I think about it.
I can do that.
Yeah, that works, I guess.
All right.
The
that
alternative
one I-
is you just tell me which ones you want to do. You can just like ping one, and I'll hide it.
Okay, this last one is gone. The next 5 are gone from there, and then the 2 at the left from that row.
Wait, guys, we've made like a weird happy face.
You all are doing great. And
For the
Yeah.
bottom row, remove the middle 6, leave 2 on each side.
I like that he went, oh, I didn't solve any riddle, and then we go to the next room, and he's like, oh, is this? Dum, 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 dum.
I mean, it's a Picross board.
Yeah, I mean, if
So I
you've
guess-
seen this game before, it's like this is the only thing it could be, right?
but 3/5 of our players have not. I don't know, Elantra, if you have. I'm assuming
I
yes.
feel like I am the guy who recorded the gameplay for a mobile game ad right now. I feel like I've never felt less competent.
Wait, has only one of us ever done this?
I
don't
mean,
think
I've
ever
done
done
it.
this.
Yeah, I never done that.
All
Yeah,
right.
if you want to ping the ones that you want,
I'll just start the rectangle.
So you'll notice as Aeolus goes away at these things, these like tiles in the wall, the numbers over here on the side that were glowing begin to dim. So this 2 dims, the 5 dims, the 1 dims.
Go new guy. Go new guy. Go new guy.
Yeah, Gabitha's like, thank God we brought him along.
But there's no there's no vertical solves.
Yeah.
Scroll up.
There they are. Okay.
The 5
Is there a way we can
dims.
indicate which ones don't have it or are guaranteed to be blank?
You can mark them up however you like.
Okay. Yellow means they're definitely blank.
I don't know why I've been doing these one at a time like a fucking moron.
Well, do you want me to tell you?
Hey, dude, I'm doing none at all like a fucking moron. So
The 2 above that also go ahead and just
Here?
yeah. In fact, the two to either side, the ones to either side of that are also full. Go back to the original. Basically, this entire square.
my character would be so good at this. It's a shame
I
I'm
feel
playing.
happy that Gabitha would not be good at this. Like she'd be like, time for a bit of a nap. Maybe Elantra's just like so good at it that like can't
Honestly,
do
I might
anything.
still be dealing with what that kid said to me.
We solved the last one so fast that he's still kind of stunned on this one.
You think it was so fast? You only had 4 minutes left.
It felt really fast.
That's not a lot of time left.
Oh my god, it's an Among Us character.
True. The last puzzle is Among Us.
Can you fill in that little blank one in the middle there?
This guy?
Yep.
Sus.
If I was in a different headspace, I would love this, actually.
Is this what Quadrantica or whatever the fuck it is? It is.
No, I'll find a real life game that's pretty similar to what I'm imagining.
Is this like a 6th grade math class puzzle? Like when the teacher's gone and you have a substitute and they're like, God, yeah, but the Sudoku books are all gone. So do this thing.
Alright, this is a game I play on my phone.
So not a no.
This game has the
Heck.
vibes of a game that I would play on my phone for an hour before bed.
This feels like something Sirius should be good at, and I am out of character sitting here going, "Good luck, Paul."
Yes,
You
exactly.
got
the same
this.
feeling. This is exactly how I feel as well. I just like we've built like a golden throne to an Among Us character, and that's all I can see now.
Yeah, Dolph, maybe like next puzzle, if you want like Gabitha to make a roux or something, that would be great. I'd appreciate you playing to all of our strengths.
Hydration percentages for like a Panda Cristal.
Exactly. Like Gabitha walks into a room and it's just Paul Hollywood, and he's like, "Show me your best buns."
It's underworked, overproved.
Mm.
Was
No,
my
I,
stream
I
just
screwed up on
lying?
this line.
Just raw dough.
No, I
Gabitha's
screwed up
never-
on some line up
no
here.
soggy bottom.
This is 2 and 2. This is 3 and 3. This middle one here, make this yellow. And then this one, this
fill
one's
in
black.
that one and get rid of this one.
Yeah.
I'll keep picking the one to get rid of.
That's not what I meant to do.
Draw a little white line, you mean?
Is there an eraser?
You can click on those things and get rid of them. Like switch back to the select tool in the top left.
You can use
Okay.
Control S to do that as well, apparently. And Control F to go back to the drawing tool.
Okay. And fill that one, yeah, that he clicked. That's it. These other ones are blank.
Yeah, so all of the lights or the lit numbers around the edge of this are now dulled out. But you're still in this room.
Can we how do I just full on clean the full on clean the board?
Get the select tool
Yeah.
and then just click and drag across it, and then you can delete all the stuff that you have control over.
Okay.
Do we need to punch the wall?
What is that a picture of?
Is it a potion bottle?
It looks like a potion bottle, yeah. Yeah, good eye.
Yes.
Is the room have anything other than this tile puzzle? Is there a bottle around here?
Yeah, on the opposite wall, there's a bunch of shelves with a random assortment of small items.
Let's find the potion.
It takes a little bit of scanning, but there is a single unmarked potion bottle with a bubbling brown liquid in it.
Take it.
Hey, Dolph, if I get a nat 20, is it Coca-Cola?
Yeah.
All right, damn.
It's not Coca-Cola.
Pretty close. Just Coke. No cola.
Just some. When we've entered a new trade.
Do we need to drink it?
1, 2, 3, not it.
I'll do it. Gabitha doesn't care. She's like ancient. Nothing's killed her yet.
You pop the cork and down the liquid held within. It is sickly sweet. Leaves a bit of like an astringent aftertaste. It appears to be
Sorghum
carbonated in some way.
Yeah, is it tab? Because I love tab.
And as you finish the contents of the potion bottle, the room around you begins to collapse.
I think we did it.
That's record time, baby.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Yay.
wild.
Hey, shout out to Paul.
Big shout out to Aeolus.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's,
Great job, Aeolus.
I'm trying to figure out how my character would know it because I'm not as intelligent.
Look, you're trying to figure that out, and
hey.
then Elantra and I are over here trying to figure out how to be like, we should know this and don't.
It's like, I think I get this.
You're just struck by inspiration.
No, both me and my character are dumb, so
The next room that you come to, it assembles up around you. There are like pegs coming up out of the ground, and a handful of statues, each of a person with their right hand outstretched, as if to shake. And there's truly nothing else in here.
Pegs and statues. Is this
Where are
fucking
the
Minesweeper?
Are the statues the question marks or the?
The question marks are statues.
Okay. Which direction are they facing? All the same direction, various?
They are currently all facing east right now.
Okay.
Do any of the statues look different from one another?
You go up and investigate some of them, and notice that there are words written on them, and they are not all written even in the same script.
Are any of them in common? Because I think that's the only language I know.
None of them are in a language that Gabatha knows.
Well, I just say out to the group, hey, look at this writing here.
Can I take a peek?
Yeah, you can.
Elven?
Gabatha, I do think you notice, though, as you look across several of these statues, that some of them have the same text. It looks like there might be pairs.
I point that out to Elantra because I feel like I know that Elantra knows a lot of languages, or just more than I do.
Elantra, you recognize 2 of these languages.
Ooh. Is one written in Common Sign Language? That'd be crazy.
That would be weird. I guess it could be pictograms, but no.
I'm lucky.
There is one of the words is friends in Draconic, and another one of the words is sisters in Elven.
Which statues?
That's a great question. I'm so glad you asked. This one says friends in Draconic. This one says friends in Draconic.
wait, who is Draconic?
Yeah, if it's pointed out to you, you can also read those ones, I bet.
I forgot.
Which ones are Elven?
Sisters in Elven, that is this one and this one.
I like that we both went for blue.
I went for a lighter blue, but yeah. Can I try reading some of the statues that weren't pointed out?
Sure can. You, I think, come up blank on several of them before stumbling upon ones written in Orin that say the word lovers.
All right. Which one?
This
Orin
one. And this one.
Are there any more that aren't red? Sorry, I had to step
Sell.
away for a second.
Couple.
Do we know what languages they are?
Well, if they're not in Sylvan, Infernal, or Deep Speech or Common, I can tell you that much.
Do you know any languages that we don't?
Did
That's what I'm trying to figure
Elantra learn
out.
deep speech?
I know
Yeah.
several.
Oh, I need to update my spreadsheet.
I know Common, Elven, Celestial, Orin, and Sylvan.
If there's any in
OMG.
Celestial, you would know those.
There are 2 left that none of you are able to translate.
Are they in a script that I recognize?
Fantastic question. Love that you asked it.
He's a hero point. Congrats.
Hey, I got another one in addition to the 9 that I got from last puzzle.
Fog.
I think actually probably there's some help from Alice and maybe Sirius on this one. That the Orin that was written, Orin is not typically a written language. It is mostly spoken. It doesn't have like a separate script of its own. So the script that it's written in is the heavenly script, which is what Celestial is written in. So it's a sort of transliterated version of Orin. It's still recognizable, but kind of weird. There's another one of those that looks like the same sort of deal, but it's not Orin.
Which two are the celestial ones?
This guy and this guy.
Also, side note, is Orin Dwarven?
Orin is the language of the endless sky or the plane of air.
Ah, okay. I know Dwarven, apparently.
Unfortunately, none of these
Plane
are
of
written
air
in
is an airplane.
Dwarven.
Damn.
And Dwarven runes tend not to get a lot of play in other languages, unfortunately.
But their recipes are so good.
That's true. They are the best chefs on the planet.
Besides me, yeah.
Did we ask what the celestial one said?
Well, it's not in Celestial, it's in Celestial script, right?
Yes, it is not the celestial language. It is just written with the the glyphs of celestial.
Do I recognize the glyphs and script of the other 2?
Give me a linguistics check.
I would love nothing more. That was pretty mid.
It was pretty mid, but this is pretty common. The script is pretty common, at least. You recognize this as being, if I can fucking find it. This is the same script as like Goblin is written in.
Well, and Gabitha's kind of like talking out loud, like we have friends, sisters, lovers. Could the other ones be like brothers or enemies? And can the statues be moved?
In what fashion would you like to attempt to move them?
I just want to see if I can like push one of the statues like towards another statue.
You try and push it, and there's no give, but I think you do notice that as you're like adjusting yourself to get better leverage, it rotates.
So maybe like the lovers need to face each other, and the sister, like maybe everyone needs to face their pair or something.
Or maybe we need
okay.
to draw a line, connect all of them without overlap.
Oh, it's fucking donezo for them if that is.
And that's gonna
Is
be
it
real hard.
donezo for these statues?
Fucking donezo for these statues, dog.
Do it.
If I can figure out how to use a mouse, it's fucking donezo for these statues, dude.
How is your character attempting to connect these?
Is there anything else in the room?
Nope, just pegs and statues.
I mean, let's rotate them first, since I mean
Yeah.
the fact that they are rotatable means it's probably necessary. And I'm gonna stop metagaming. My character's just like, what
I
does
fucked
this
up
mean?
already anyway.
So you rotate all the statues to face their counterpart, right? That's the plan.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're able to do that, but you're still here. Each one now has their right hand outstretched towards the other with the matching language and word, I guess.
Huh.
Oh.
Can I shake one of the hands of the, I guess, the lovers, since that's the only one I can read?
Like the closest, and they're also closest to each other.
Oh yeah, you reach your hand out and grab the outstretched hand of the statue, and as you go to shake it, you are able to pull the hand out, and as you know, just a little bit, as you do the shaking motion, and you see there's like a bright sort of almost like a laser like thing that trails behind the hand, like connecting it to the wrist.
Okay.
Oh.
And if we try moving those across a peg, does it get like caught by the peg?
Yeah, you pull the hand out and it continues to pull, but you find yourself unable to, like, it remains taut. If you try and like move around, it turns the statue, but you catch it on a peg and you're able to sort of bend it around the peg.
Okay, it's the line puzzle.
Who's drawing these lines? Is this Elantra?
Elantra is.
Okay, I just want to make sure I have the right image in my mind of an Eladrin wizard running around this room pulling hands about.
Incredible. Our
rolling
favorite thing.
around it, rolling around at the speed of sound.
Fantastic. As you connect the final hand together, and I guess you do find that they, when you get the two hands close, they like snap together and latch. But once you get the final one in place, the room begins to crumble about you.
Me and the boys at the
another
really
record
long
time.
arm handshake club.
How's the sun in the sky?
Another sort of like pie piece fills with blue. This time it was barely getting up over the horizon. But it begins to
glad
reset.
that
You have to connect the
Nice.
lines that overlapping.
I'm
I
glad
would
that
never
we
figure that
all
out.
contribute the same amount for the last one.
The next room that forms up around you has it's pretty empty, and it is divided by a massive mirror. What you see in the room is like a series of pressure plates. But as you look to the other side of the room, you see obstacles that aren't in the room. Place yourselves. You
Jesus.
can't. I have to place you. Give me a second.
Look, it's me.
I deleted myself on accident. I think he gave me permission, and then
Yeah, I mean, you have permission over your own character, so you can delete your token. But that's fine. Yeah, you're back.
Can I spin it?
Place yourselves on the edge of the room somewhere.
Like this.
on the back edge.
Yeah,
Which edge?
don't cross this line.
Okay, so south. somewhere south.
This line is a big mirror. Yeah. I mean, you could have been on the sides. That would have been okay.
This is the PvP.
Let's do it.
Okay. Give me a moment. I have to put your reflections out.
Shadow people.
Can I even see my reflection? Because there's something in front of the reflection.
No, you can't actually.
I'm a vampire.
Do me a solid and don't move the tokens on the opposite side of the room.
Okay.
This is what you see though. These obstacles are just like columns that appear in the reflection and not in the room that you're currently in.
Okay.
So does it matter that all your people are one line further back? Right?
Oh, you mean? Yeah.
No, they're
Or
not?
no, it's not. Okay. It's sorry, the pressure I thought the pressure plates were like symmetrical. My bad.
Okay, so the black dots are columns, the squares are pressure plates.
Yes. What do you do?
I mean, I guess I can't see my character.
Yeah, I suppose you can't either. Sirius,
we
you can't
see-
see yourself either. Elantra and Gabba, you can see your reflections from your current positions. You all would have seen them. You know, you've moved a little bit, I guess, so you probably have seen them. You know that they're there.
Okay. We've like
It
shuffled
looks like a
around
mirror.
little bit
You
or
know how
something.
mirrors are.
If I move to this side, does the thing also moves? It does.
Can I 2, 3. Could I perhaps do one of these situations?
3 forward, 1 to the side.
Yes.
You trying to play chess? Can
There is a series, or I guess, as your reflection steps onto this pressure plate, Alondra, you see a light on the back wall in the reflection light up.
Can I do 1, 2, 3,
Oh.
and then to the side?
You did 3 forward and 1 to the right, Event?
Yeah. What happens when on this side we press a pressure plate?
You don't see any change in the reflection, but as you look behind you, a light on the wall behind you lights up.
If I lie on the floor and be very and like extend myself the most I can I occupy 2 squares?
No.
Damn.
These squares are
I
5
tried.
feet. You are not that
I
tall.
tried.
Shall we start with the ones in the mirror, or the ones over here?
2, 3.
I missed that last move you did, Alice. Is that just one
Two
forward?
forward.
2 forward.
Two
okay.
forward.
I guess first, if I move here outside the pressure plate, does the light behind me turn off?
Yes.
How am I
Alice, as
gonna-
you back up, you see your reflection attempts to back up as well, but is blocked by the column. It just does it does a walking animation like an NPC in a video game, but it doesn't move anywhere.
Huh.
You can
Uh-huh.
use the columns to kind of block your movement.
Yeah. So we
Yeah.
have to get.
Oh, how many was that, Gabitha? 2?
Yeah. I think it was. Yeah, that works.
I understand the concept. I have no idea how we're gonna step on all of them at the same time.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I can get myself.
I moved 2
If
forward.
Oops.
if I turn around and walk backwards, does Mirror Gabitha just walk backwards?
Yes.
I bet.
Me.
Do me a favor. Back up. Or go 1 to your right, and then back up 2. So you're against the pillar on mirror side. So your mirror is like right here, and then you take 1 step this way, and that'll offset you guys.
What?
Well, because you need if you're doing this pressure plate,
Yeah.
and this pressure plate, you need to have you on one side be offset 1, like you need your mirror self to be offset 1 to your right in not mirror land, right? So if you're so you want to move to here, I think, so that mirror Ivet is like here, or you want mirror Ivet to be there. I'm dumb.
Like the one behind me? Like
So there
here?
are currently 3 lights lit up in the reflection and 1 lit up in the room you're currently in.
Yeah. If I move to this side and he moves to this side, we're on the same line, right? Because we offset him.
I'm sorry.
other
Did you just move, I bet? I might have missed
Yeah, I
it.
moved to where I am.
From
was-
where?
I was following Elantra's instructions. I think I was like here. And then I went to here.
The instruction I was trying to get Ivet to do is from here back up to here, and then Ivet takes a step this way that mirror Ivet cannot take because there's a column there.
Okay, you need to back up to when the mirror I bet was here. Because I think I missed like 3 steps. I'm trying to juggle too much stuff.
All right, so mirror Ivet was here.
Do we like roll initiative?
You don't need to roll initiative if we could just do one person at a time, though. That would be easier.
That is true. We could just stop being dumb.
I mean, Alice is done, I think, so. That's one person sorted.
Let's just reset because I don't remember where I was. Let's just reset for when my shadow was behind the column. Yeah.
Okay.
And now, yeah. And now I don't remember the movements I made because it was,
Yeah, I think I missed 2 moves and it was
Yeah,
done.
and I also don't remember. So,
3.
yeah. I remember where I started, so.
Oh, no, I'll get him stuck. Okay, I think I see how to get myself to 1.
If you've got a path planned out, Sirius, we can give it a go.
Less planned out and more like I think I get it, but I don't know for sure. So it's not like planned in my head perfectly. So I can
Yeah,
still give it a go, but
I think I can do mine if you want.
Okay.
Oh no, that was the opposite. Hold on.
Light turns off.
Ooh, yeah, I see it. Wait, no, I don't see it.
Never mind. Come back to me. Mirrors are tricky.
I can give it a go when you're done, Gabitha.
No, go ahead.
need to be.
All right, let me zoom out slightly. Okay, I'm gonna, Delph, I'm gonna move 2 to my left. I
Or
want to
how
get
can-
Sirius stuck behind that pillar. Right?
Can the mirror, can the reflections be at the same spot at the same time?
They shouldn't have been. I mean, they follow the same rules as y'all do, though. So if you two want to hug, you can.
I'm going forward.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Um,
NPC walking into a column.
Perfect. I'm not staying here. I need to count. Keep going. I can step across this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm trying to get to this one. I just need to keep him stuck there for a second. I'm gonna go forward 1 more. And then I go left 1. Let's see. Then I go forward 1 and left 2.
Ooh.
A light on both walls.
May I go next?
Sure.
I would like to follow this path that I'm doing right now. So 1 right, 2 down, and then 1 left to move myself in the mirror behind this pillar here.
Oh. Duh. Yes. Okay.
And then I'm going to walk forward.
As much as you want.
1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2. Yeah. No, sorry. 4. And then I'm going to walk. I'm going to take 1 step to this way and 1 step to this way to get Phantom Elantra there. Then I will take.
Why is it
Once-
Phantom Elantra, not Mirror Elantra?
Why? What do you care?
Just you're looking at a mirror. It's weird to not call it a reflection. To call it
You
like a
don't-
ghost.
You don't look in the mirror and be like, a phantom. And then the orchestra comes in and you're like, in sleep he came to me.
And the chandelier crashes. Yeah, I'm getting it.
Cool. And then I'm gonna walk 1 forward and 1 right.
Beautiful. A light in both rooms.
Welby, would Yvette like to go next?
Do you have the solution for yours? Because I don't think I can like project the movement like people are doing. But I think that if I do it and Dolph does it at the same time, I will eventually get it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like I cannot like do
can I
the
give you-
projection of shit.
Can I give you a hint?
You can give me the answer if you want. I don't care.
Figure out the offset you need between your mirror square you're going for and the non-mirror square you're going for, and then offset your characters by that much. right? So on this one, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 forward, and then it's 1 over that way. So you just need this Ivet and Mirror World to be offset 1 this way of where you are in real life. So for instance, if you came forward to this square here,
Yeah, so going forward and here. All right. Because we can.
Yeah, mirror Ivet NPC walks into a column.
so you want it to be offset the other way.
Oh,
But you get you have it now though, right?
I think so. So it's gonna be like this. No, the other side, yes. And then go put this. Like just like away.
You okay. Take 1 step to your right, 1 step back, 2 steps to your left. So now you're back to even. Now take 1 more step left. And now just walk to your dude here, to your pressure plate.
Oh shit! I'm dumb. I didn't saw it until the last second.
I love the 2 Gabithas moving like opposite each other.
Yeah.
Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Gabitha is definitely slow to do this because she's just been like, she's like, man, I look good. Like flaring her skirt.
I think
All
there's a just barely perceptible delay between your movements and the reflection.
Chris, but like I'm ancient, so I just assume that's just my delay in life.
Oh, was that 3 over?
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah,
I
and
did
with,
not phone a friend.
with that, there are 5 lights on each wall.
Well, I did, and I'm not ashamed of it. Okay.
No, my husband literally came into the room with me while we.
I phoned a friend, and I would do it again.
Teamwork. Everything's good. Rob told me what to do. We're great.
With 8 puzzles done, there is 1 sliver of the sun that is yet unfilled. And I think it will remain unfilled until after our bio break.
Whoa!
Who's the weak one that needs to pee?
So let's take 5 to, get more water and urinate and stuff.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna go drink water. Like a loser.
It's important.
It's not. You already have saliva. Just swallow it.
water, Pinocchio. If you drink water,
Alright, back in 5.
die. You ever do a reference for one other person in the room? Because I do it constantly. It's always Dolph.
I'm back.
Are other people here?
I'm here.
Excellent. Great news.
I'm here. It's me, Grandmama Anastasia.
Now, have I told you how since my haircut, my hair is shaped like a bicycle helmet?
It doesn't
Yeah.
function like a bicycle helmet, does it? Because that would be
Haven't
nice.
tested it, but it doesn't seem like it.
Oh.
But because my sideburns were kind of trained to go like back very sharply from like my hair being tied up when it was long, now that area just like stays like stuck out a little bit, and it creates this look of like the hair that should be going kind of straight back to the back of my head, when it like falls to the side of my ears, gives me like aerodynamic head shape, which is pretty unfortunate.
I think that sounds cool. Windswept, motorcycle vibe.
Let me. I wonder if I turn my cam on, if it'll do the not in focus thing again. Yep, there it go. Oh, look at it go.
You're in focus.
I'm in
You
focus.
have a face. Look at you. I
had a
think your
face
hair
the
looks
whole time.
great.
I
Oh my God.
don't think it looks bad, but I wish it did more like less of that like pokey outy gap between the
yeah.
ears thing.
Do you want like more of a fuckboy haircut? Because then you need to go shorter on the top shorter on the sides.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
back.
welcome back. We were talking about my hair. We
Oh.
might get there, but I had like shoulder length hair until a week and a half ago or something. No, like a week ago. So it's still in the like we're retraining the hair and like remembering how to style short hair situation.
I get that. How long was it before? You said shoulder length?
Yeah, I can find a picture.
That's long.
Okay, I think we're all here.
Yeah, I didn't drink water, but then
I think so.
the spiritually
Is
older.
Alice here?
I'm here. Yeah.
Sorry, Welby. I didn't.
It's
interrupt
fine.
Your water
It's
story.
just because
No, no.
I didn't drink water, but then Boris, which is the spiritually older pet, my cat, just reminded me that their bowl was empty, so he was screaming at me. So they drank water, so that's nice.
Thank you for sacrificing your hydration for your cat.
Yeah. Anyway, Pathfinder.
Y'all found any good paths lately?
Nah, not
No.
really.
I did find a pretty good running path. It's a new route.
You do find a path, however, to the next puzzle room.
Good
Even
segue. Good
better.
segue.
You find yourselves looking at a checkerboard floor with 6 statues, busts of archers on plinths surrounding the board.
What's a plant?
Like a little platform that you put statues on.
Okay.
Why can't I? There we go.
Oh, we're gonna have to shoot each other.
Can the statues be moved?
You know what? They can.
Is there anything else that we see in the room?
Truly nothing. It is actually just an infinite space on every other side.
Okay.
So room probably isn't the right word.
We gotta make them all shoot each other at the same time. I solved it.
Would you like to try that?
Yes.
Okay, where are you moving the statues to?
Can they get moved to the board too?
Where would you like to attempt to move a statue to? And I will tell you.
I
if
thought I
can
would
move
just
there.
spin them around until they're all looking at each other and then shoot it.
Oh yeah, if you just want to rotate them.
Yeah, can they rotate?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, this one gotta look to this one, they're gonna 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 look to
This
this one.
sounds familiar.
Yeah,
I think
and
we
then
did
they
this
shoot
puzzle
each
already.
other.
You rotate all the statues, and
Yeah.
nothing happens.
They didn't shot each other though.
Yeah, they're statues. They don't do
Is
anything.
there like a weird translity thing that talks about how like the warrior faces God and God faces an instrument and the instrument faces man and man faces the warrior?
There's not. No.
This sounds
Okay.
like a
Wait, what
you
video game
can
is that
take
from?
my guns.
That's a Chance of Sonar reference, I believe, for those playing along in chat.
Oh my god, yes! I played that! Okay, sorry.
I need to
a
go
great
back to
Very
it.
game.
excited.
It's dope as
Oh.
hell, but I haven't finished it.
It's a-
It's the perfect game for me to watch Dalf stream because I'll never play it, but I like watching someone else play it who is roughly the same level of competent I am.
I really loved it. I just hated the stealthing, but
Mm.
because I hate stealthing in games, but it was really fun. Okay, wait. Anyway, I don't think that's. I
Can
don't
we
think
reset
that's
the
all
statues
carried
to
this
their
puzzle.
original positions?
And you said this, the rest of the Infinite Expanse is largely blank, right?
Mm-hmm. It's just U5, a checkerboard floor, and 6 archer statues.
Is there anything special in the details on the floor tiles? Like any, like if I'm looking really closely, is there like any like small text or like etchings?
You don't see anything different from tile to tile apart from the black ones are black and the white ones are white.
And the statues be moved onto the tiles.
There's
Or
nothing
are they-
stopping you that you can see.
Okay.
The checkerboard section is flush with the rest of the floor.
Okay.
Can I just try to move a statue onto the board to see what happens?
Mm-hmm. Which one would you like to move where?
I'm gonna do one of the ones that would move onto a black space. So I'm gonna do this one. And I'm gonna try to push him there.
Like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If I
As you
push-
move
Mhm.
the statue onto the board, you see the archer bust on top begins to move. It enters a sort of like idle animation. It's just sort of like looking around, bow at the ready. It doesn't do anything else, but it seems to have animated it a little bit.
Ooh, cool. What if I move this one onto the white spot?
It animates in a similar way.
Can I try to move this black one onto the white spot?
You push it forward, and as soon as you rest it there, this archer turns, pulls its arrow back, and fires, destroying this statue.
Oh.
And then
And it
an
resets.
identical statue falls from the sky, landing in this space.
Can I move that same statue, or the new one, I guess, one forward, one left?
It is once again fired upon by the statue that's already in place, and it is destroyed, and a new one falls from the sky.
Maybe it has to stay in the black spots.
What happens if this one is brought to this square directly in front of it?
Sorry.
It starts to animate a little bit.
Does
Shoulders
anyone
bouncing,
fire
head
at it?
moving around. No arrows are loosed.
If you move the new statue one forward,
This guy.
yes. Is it like double arrow kill?
Both of those other statues turn to fire at it and destroy it.
Because it should be reset in front of the black tile, right?
It is not that precise. It just falls from the sky, outside the board
Okay.
somewhere.
Okay, but more just for us, that was where it started. So two of them, when they go into the board, would
Sure,
start
if that's easier for
in the
you.
black squares. I was trying to figure out if it's like checkers.
I wonder if it's distance related and we have to get them all equidistant from one another. What happens if I push this one onto the square in front of it?
It animates and begins looking around. Bow at the ready.
Can I ask that statue, hey, what's your deal, dog? My character would never phrase it that way.
that is.
Hello! What's thy deal? K9?
Thou
What is
callous
up?
villain, what beest thee about?
You do not get a response. It, in fact,
think I
does
would.
not recognize your existence in any meaningful way.
Rude. Okay.
Is there any weird mechanisms on the statue?
There do not appear to be anything. Certainly no differences between the statues. It's a little bit hard to tell, I guess, what is or isn't a mechanism because they seem to come to life when you put them on the board.
Can we move this statue to here?
Come on, climb on it.
It is
Before they
shot
move.
at by this guy and destroyed. And a new one
Yeah.
falls from the sky.
Can I
So we
climb
have-
into one?
So we have to put them all on the board.
A notable thing is that they only shoot each other when there is a direct either diagonal or non-diagonal shot. But if it like if it's offset by one, they don't shoot. But I bet if I moved this guy to here, he would get shot.
They basically shoot like rooks and bishops, right?
Would you like
Is
to
what you're
move that
saying?
guy there?
I would love to move that guy there. Actually, wait, before I do, I'd like to move this guy onto the square in front of him.
Okay. You move this guy on, and this guy turns, shoots him, and destroys him.
I think we're
Yeah, I
on
feel
to
like it's-
gang.
And I moved the statue that I indicated.
I'm sorry, I missed that. If you could
The pink line.
I don't see a pink line.
Oh, can you not see us writing on the board?
No,
Nope.
I can't see it either.
I see this line.
Yes, that's what I meant.
The statue begins to animate, looking around for foes.
Can I? Hang on.
This one to this one? No, it's the
Uh,
line. Yeah.
So we have to move one of them into the middle before we move any of the others onto the board, because otherwise there will always be one statue that is in the same row or column as that one. Does that make sense?
I gotcha.
Can I
Let's have
find it?
this guy back up so that these have the left guy back up off the board so that the other two can start moving into the middle.
Yeah. So okay. Yeah, we need to get these two guys to start heading forward. At least one, right? So we can move them both to move this guy forward one. You can move this guy,
Forward 2.
yeah, forward 2. And then that
They glance around suspiciously, but do not fire any arrows.
Have the south guy back all the way out.
This guy?
Yes. Then the 1 to his right, 3 forward.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Now the guy that just moved out, put him back 2 forward. Have the top guy move left 1 and 2 forward. And the left and right guy can go at this bottom left and top right corner, or the top left and bottom right corner. But opposite corners.
So this guy here.
Wait, not opposite corners.
Yeah, definitely not opposite.
Huh. Yeah, it's tricky now. No,
Well,
because he'll be.
there's going to be one in every vertical column and one in every horizontal column.
Yeah.
What if
Yes.
we?
Try putting them in the top right. Maybe it's too far.
Yeah, maybe their bows are super short range.
I mean, worst case scenario gets destroyed and we get them back.
Yeah, you put this statue in the top right corner and it is fired upon by this one and destroyed.
I mean, what if and don't do this, Delph, but like, what if the one in the bottom left comes off, and then the one for their left on the board all shift over and make more room in the top right to put the other two in? Would that fit?
So we take this guy off the board.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, instead of like trying to put the two that are here,
Yeah,
instead of trying
put it
to
rather
put them on like opposites, like shift the 4 that are surviving over in a way they survive, and then in the greater space on the top right, fit the other 2 in a similar way to the 4 that are on the board. But I don't know if that will fit.
Let's try.
I see what you're saying. Yep. So
You're basically trying to make more room in this top right area to
Yeah.
fit 2 guys in.
So we pull that guy off, and then we coordinate, and we push each of these statues one space to the left.
Okay.
one at a
And they
time.
may have to
from left
come
to right.
down a tile too, but I'm not sure yet.
Now and then this guy
Yeah, that doesn't quite leave enough space, does it? Wait, yeah, it does, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Actually, not quite. He
There's
can't
a
go here.
diagonal.
He can't
Yeah.
go in. He can't go in the top right. But he could go. Where could he go? He's got to go in the top row.
Well, why doesn't he go in the top, this white one, and then this guy in the bottom black goes?
I mean, that guy will get shot by up to left
Oh
2.
wait. Oh, because then Sammy, the guys in the white row will shoot each other.
Yeah, because that'll interfere with that one. Is it helpful if we just draw out where everybody's shooting?
Maybe.
I will draw all the black diagonals if somebody wants to take care of others.
What if like this and like this?
What is happening?
It's so clear. I don't know how you're not following. So it looks like
I
there's
mean-
no squares that don't get shot.
Yeah.
Which means that the way that the 4 are set up is probably the issue.
Yeah. So what if we let's take our bottom right fella off the board. Maybe we'll shift everything down and see what that does. Because I think you probably want to avoid setting somebody up on any of the like corner diagonals.
So
Yeah, that might be
Yeah.
just like
the
an
rest of them
instant
down one
loss.
space.
Yeah, let's move them all
Yeah.
down.
One at a time.
If you're gonna do them one at a time, is there a particular order you want to do them in?
Bottom to top. Basically, so they don't get shot as we move them.
Okay. You move this guy down and he gets shot by this guy.
Oh,
I think the opposite. Move them all at the same time, right?
And the new statue falls in from this guy.
I mean, now we can move the second guy down. He'll be safe. Third guy down should not be safe. Move him off to the left. Move him down. Move him down in here. Then him up.
Okay. There is no shooting going on.
Um,
Same issue, really.
Do they all need to move over to the right one? Like maybe we're trying to, it feels like we're trying to insert both on like the right side, and maybe one needs to come in on like the top left and one comes in on the top right.
They'll shoot at each other as soon as they get in line of sight, though. That's the
See if we shift them over like Gabitha is saying. You said one to the right? That means this would be okay to go in on. I think, yeah. And then what in this row would be okay?
Can we shift these four to the right from right to left?
As you slide the statues around, one of you notices the sun moving across the sky is about 2/3 of the way through.
It's these two spots, right? It's this top right white one, and it's this top. Oh no, it's not the left. It's this black one here. But then they would be in line.
Yeah.
Do we have to interrupt our diamond of safety that we've built? Should we start from scratch, or is that not
That's what I was wondering if the way that they are spread out is making it not feasible, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does feel like that. I think you're both right. Let's start from scratch, maybe.
Breaking up the diamond.
Diamond of
The
safety.
gang.
The gang
Hands on
breaks up the
hides.
diamond.
Do there, do there, do there, do there.
I see what you're. Yeah, I see what you're doing.
I don't. I kind of just picked spots at random, but I'm basically doing like a knight's move between each of them.
Yeah. I think after the fourth one, though, it starts to, or after the
Yeah.
fifth one, it covers everything, and then we're back to.
Would you like to go through the motions and find out, or are you certain?
All right. If I may, one at a time. Can we move that left knight over? This guy here. This is. No, this is not going to work, really.
Oh, what if he goes... If one went here and one went here... That would fit, and I just need to see where would the last one go. Or last two. Oh, no, it doesn't work.
Delph, can I ask you a question out of character?
Sure.
Is there a rule that we are not understanding still? You don't have to tell me what it is, just is there one?
No.
Okay.
So
Except
we're just
maybe
dumb.
that the statues are only shooting after you like stop moving another statue, so you don't have to be like super careful about like as
Yeah.
you don't have to
As long
worry
as
too
you're
much about the
continuously
path that you
moving
move a
it.
single statue onto the board on.
Okay. Cool. So like if I were to move this guy onto to this square to then like move him on a diagonal somewhere over here or something, until he stops moving, he is safe.
Yeah.
Dope.
Also, the statues, like I know you said they become animated, so like if I just like turned one away, it will still whip back around.
Hey, can I throw out a suggestion here?
Wait, can I get my question answered first?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yes, regardless of what direction they're facing when you put them on the board, they the bust rotates to wherever it needs to in
Okay.
order to fire. That's been the behavior
Okay,
you've
cool.
observed so far.
All right,
Could
thank you.
we move this guy down one?
And leave it there.
And leave it there.
It gets shot
Ah,
by this guy.
damn it! I thought I had it.
Can I just shoot them all?
Yeah, I mean, you could try. The behavior you've observed so far is that would reset the board.
Can I climb on top of one of them?
Sure.
Like Ron Weasley?
Can anyone like conjure up a wall?
Nope.
I could destroy a vertical reptile.
Are these statues reptiles? Reptilian
Unfortunately, no.
statues.
I'm gonna
If we
climb on
cover
top
their
of
eyes,
this one.
does it still see? Like can
If
it?
we
Would you? Do you have a plan to test that out?
Yeah, I'd say. I bet cover his eyes.
I'm doing it. This one.
And what are you doing with that one?
Pushing it 2 forward so it's directly in. Oh no, it'd be. I want to
Just-
shoot and not get shot.
Just cover 2 of them's eyes. Cover 2 eyes. Like
Yeah, I'll
2
cover the
statues'
eyes of this statue on the left here.
and then make the 2 covered ones line up to test your theory.
You're covering the eyes of this one and this one?
Yes, and I'm on
Yep.
on the shoulders of this one. I'm climbing onto it.
As you cover their eyes, they begin to like sort of look around frantically, but their hands seem to be incapable of leaving their bows, so they can't do anything about it. But they don't see any enemies, so they do not
Are you
shoot.
fucking kidding me?
Incredible. Incredible, Gabitha. Quick, shove the others on.
I mean, we don't need to cover all of their eyes, right?
Thank God I
Just-
brought my blindfold for the occasion.
Just cram 2 of them in a corner and fit the rest
We
in.
can do one here
Yeah,
and one here, and as long as we keep covering these 2 eyes, they're all on the board.
I'm covering the eye of the one that I
Here?
am on.
Yep.
I'm hugging
Here.
him. I'm hugging his
No,
head.
not there. Not there. I lied.
Yeah.
Here. And here.
The bottom right one is going to shoot the one that you put. There.
Yes, this guy gets shot by this guy.
Oh, of course he does.
I cover up that
this
one's
guy's
eyes.
And then move this guy back on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that how I was supposed to do?
Absolutely not. But with 1 minute left, the final slice in the sun fills blue.
Gabitha, I'm in awe.
The statues the statues disapparate beneath you in one case and around you in the other cases. The checkerboard floor disappears and the ground begins to crumble. You're falling
Reflex
again.
save to see if I fall on my ass.
Onto what ground, bro? It's crumbling.
Oh shit! Yeah, I just
Really,
Yeah,
I was
you're-
curious if that was strong enough to fight
You're
the eyes of a
falling.
statue.
You fall for what feels like 13 seconds and then are spat out of the portal back into the room where you came from with Prolik at Kedwell. Oh, that was quick. Again.
Did anything happen?
It felt like 2 weeks, at least.
How long were we gone?
5 minutes, give or take.
Oh, we were
Wait,
not gone 5 minutes.
wait, this is I've added in character. Just this one didn't give us any like vision.
That's coming up next.
Oh, it's after you do the Umuguga Digital.
Bless you.
You guys never watch Jack Chan Adventures?
Oh, of
No.
course.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Umuguga
You gotta do the
Digital.
voice.
Yeah, I didn't recognize it without the uncle voice.
And one more thing.
So with that, Prolik removes the sphere from the ritual circle that it was in. He closes his eyes, and a green ectoplasmic version of himself steps out of his body, holding the sphere. This is very much like how it went down yesterday in this very room, I bet.
Oh yeah.
And
Sirius was here
Sirius, I guess
too.
Sirius watched as well.
Oh, because Sirius, I guess, worked on the spell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The phantom opens its eyes, looks down at the sphere. Meanwhile, Prolik keeps his eyes closed, and just stretches a hand out to just sort of like feeling around the desk for a pen.
Everyone, this part is important.
Is this the goo you were talking about?
Nah, the goo smells like a splooge.
The phantom, Prolik, thrusts the sphere into its chest and absorbs it. And then both Prolik and his phantom have their heads shoot back, staring up at the ceiling, eyes wide.
I look up.
You look up and see nothing. Whatever is in front of their eyes is not in front of yours. Prolik's hand, real Prolik, begins to rapidly scribble notes onto a sheet of paper on the desk, even running off the page a few times and writing on the desk before resetting on the skewed piece of parchment.
It's very creepy.
Prolik begins to like force out a couple of broken sentences, as if describing what he is seeing. Killed by an ooze? A lab. Woman handing it to the man, the dead man. Fighting. From a bag. A man, dwarf, I think, speaking. Lindereg, East Cairn. A caravan merchant goblin Lorch. He's handing silver pieces over. And then Prolic's head resets back to standard position. His phantom begins to like fall apart. It's sort of like gloops down into a pile. The core drops to the ground. The ectoplasm that made up the phantom begins to evaporate into nothingness. And Prolic looks exhausted.
Are you okay?
A little better than yesterday. I at least knew what to expect this time. I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Aeolus.
Yes, Aeolus, and Elantra, do either of you have, share memory or a similar spell?
I don't.
No, I don't believe I do.
I can look, but I technically wouldn't have prepared it, probably.
Just cheat.
Okay.
Just cheat. Just say you did.
I mean, if I can
Just
cheat,
cheat.
then
Just cheat.
I mean, if you don't think you would have prepared it, then we'll say you don't.
is it a level? What level spell is that?
No idea. It is not on the cleric spell list, but it's a second level spell.
I could go buy a scroll.
No, it's okay. I will describe the visions as best I can. Like last time, it appears to be backwards through time. Most recent events I saw first. It began with a man in a lab being killed by an ooze from behind. Then a woman, dark skin, purple eyes, passed the sphere to this man. They were in a wondrous home. Bright colors. Next it shifted to it was inside of a bag, a satchel of some sort. There were sounds of a fight, clang of metal, speech like soldiers. You know, the sort of regimented sort of things that they say. Quite certain they were trained in some fashion. Then a dwarven man handed the sphere over to another person. I didn't see their face. And said, he checks his notes to make sure he gets an exact quote for you. Once we have our strength, a strike against a border target like Lindereg or mayhaps Eastcairn would be a devil's proclamation. Not yet, though, so keep a wide berth. Then the vision shifted once more. This dwarf was at a merchant's wagon. It said Lorch's stuff.
Lorch is who we bought
paid
those
a
mimics from.
goblin man a few silver pieces in exchange for the sphere.
He's a terrible businessman.
And then the core was sat, I assume, in this cart as the goblin was scolding a small coin. And that's where it ended. Don't have any more further back than that.
He was scolding a coin?
I know the one. I know the very coin. It's at my house.
Yeah.
Where's it from?
It's the mimic that we bought from Lodge, is it not?
Prolik just looks at you like, I don't know.
Oh shit! I have 2 of those.
Alright, so you guys got some coins that match the description.
We bought some mimics that were coins at the time.
I don't know what they are now.
The last time I see little asshole was a potion bottle.
Mine are both still coins.
Yeah, as you're having this conversation, a gold coin gripping tightly a bullet jumps out of your pocket, Yvette, and clunks to the ground with a loud noise and begins trying to run. And take
Is
this
that
bullet
little
away.
asshole or is that fine lady?
What do you think?
It's probably little asshole.
like
And
you
for
naming
everyone
after
else,
your
it is
Wait, what?
it looks
I
like a
how you named
normal
after your cats.
it looks like a normal gold piece, but with just like cartoon black stick legs and arms.
It's my
Amazing.
cats, but the opposite. Because Boris is the fine gentleman and Regina's the little asshole.
And
Can I go get it? Can I not stop it from running?
oh yeah, it's not hard. It doesn't run fast.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold it. You're gonna die one day, dude. You gotta stop hiding on my pockets.
Yeah, you pick it up and the legs keep going like it's trying to run still and for a couple seconds, and it gives up and just goes limp and drops the bullet.
You're gonna die. I don't want you to die.
So this
What's
is actually
up with that bullet?
this is a great group for this. Gabatha, Elantra, Yvette, and Sirius. You all recognize the name Lorch and Lorch's stuff.
Yeah, it was the goblin that we bought the pebble from with.
Mm-hmm.
We bought the pebbles and the mimics, and now we at least have a lead.
I pull out the pebble. This pebble?
That very pebble.
Very same.
Yeah, very pebble.
You all know this Lorch character?
Oh yeah, he's a terrible businessman apparently, because he's selling shit that he shouldn't for the price that's too low.
So it sounds like maybe we should go figure out what this orb was.
We have a lead. At least we can try to contact Lorch.
Didn't we help him get somewhere?
Yeah, we helped him get to the city, into the swamp where you have your child.
Is he the one who looked at your map, Yvette?
Yeah. No,
So I
wait.
don't know if we
It
helped
is?
him.
No.
Okay, okay, good.
No,
okay.
no, no, no.
good.
It's not. It's not. That one is that one was the same adventure, but way earlier, right?
Yeah. No, that was a different adventure. That was the wait, no.
Yeah, the one that I did a straight line and was a map
I
basically.
was gonna say that was the manor, but Sirius wasn't at the manor, so Rob wouldn't know about that.
I was not at the manor.
He's just a big fan of Yvette.
But either way, y'all helped escort Lorch and his
Lorch.
cart of stuff down the south road. He didn't end up going to the same town that you all were going to. He didn't go to Thilomir. He was going past that, but
I also
you
gave
did
him
travel with him
the-
for like a day and a half, something. Like
Yeah, I also gave him like the cleric ticket, the voucher.
that. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I gave him the voucher. Maybe that's where he went after. Cause we scribe on him? How do we connect? How do we contact him? No.
You can try to scry if someone has scrying.
I don't.
What is
Uh,
scry?
I
What is
do have
scry?
scrying, and I have it prepared today.
Scrying is like spying, but magical.
Yeah.
I forgot that I have spell kenning, so after you talked about share memory, I was like, oh, I do have share memory.
Oh, I mean, if you would like to, you can still do that. It will let you all see the visions instead of just having a verbal account of them.
Does it give us any new detail?
Yeah, like, would it tell us
You get to
exactly
see
where?
people's faces.
Yeah, what the hell, I'll do it. So I cast spell kenning, or I don't think I have to cast it, I just use it, and so I cast share memory. Retroactively.
Okay. So you all get to see these visions instead of just get the verbal description. I think it might, in this group, I think it's just Yvette that recognizes Baden Skycorn in the very first vision. In his
Who was
lab
that? I'm
being
terrible.
killed by an ooze from
Oh,
behind.
it's a ghost!
Yeah,
yes.
it's the guy in the monocle.
Yes,
Yeah,
the
it's
guy in the monocle.
Oh, it's the monocle.
Because that's where you found this core, right? Remember, it was sitting on the table in his lab.
Yeah. Now we do.
The second vision is Lyra Fenron passing the core to Baden Skycorn
What?
in the foyer of her home, which, again, you also knew this already. You found a note in his lab that said he got it from his patron,
got it
and you
from
know his
her,
patron to be Lyra.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah,
part of the
but
reason why
Yvette
you
has such a
asked
crush on
Lyra
Lyra.
about the cores in the
I
first place.
don't.
Yeah. Next, you're in a bag. You hear some fighting. It seems like soldiers. You agree with Prolik's assessment. But there's not much more to be taken from that, except that you're not in the bag of a soldier. Whoever has the core in a bag is being attacked by soldiers. Then there's a dwarf that you don't recognize.
But if we're seeing his face, we can also scry on him, right?
Maybe.
After?
He is shirtless. He has a short.
I want to need more details in that.
He has a short brown mohawk, brown eyes,
Yeah.
sort of like leathery, overly tanned skin, like a, someone who's lived their whole life in Florida and sunbathes all the time, just like constantly in the sun. And he's ripped, like so muscular, so veiny. And actually, I don't. I'm gonna assume that you can share memory with everyone. I didn't read the spell recently, so I don't know. But we're just gonna make that assumption. And I'm also going to assume that magic eyes work in this. So, Elantra, this guy has a magic item on him. There's a pale white, like, viper skull that looks to have bitten down on his shoulder like a pauldron. The eye sockets glow a faint yellow.
Bro, how can the villains get all the cool looking shit and I've got a blue woolen robe on?
Buy a new robe.
Out of
Because your
character,
robe is very nice, sweetie.
out of character, I do think we need to scry on the big titty himbo.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
This dwarf is handing the core over to someone that you can't see. Because I guess I should explain this. Your eyes in all of these visions are from the sphere, right?
Yeah, it's from the orb.
Yeah.
You never get a look at the person that he's handing it to, but he says that bit about making a strike against a border target such as Lindereg or East Cairn. Lindereg, you for sure would recognize as the location of Baden Skycorn's lab and Lyra Fenron's house. East Cairn, I think Gabitha might be the only one that has heard anything about it recently, and that would be at the party at the manor you spoke to.
What I
You spoke to
guest.
a sheepish man named Virkuth Lonehand,
Oh, Virku.
who
Yes.
who happens to sort of run Eastford, which is the area around East Cairn. He is the Marquess. That is his official title. Yeah, and then you see this dwarf man handing your friend and mine, a little goblin named Lorch, several silver pieces, like too few, like 4 silver for this core. This highly magic item that resulted in the death of an alchemist. And then yeah, you see the core is just sat in a sort of dark corner of this merchant's cart, and you see the goblin, I think you probably only see his hands or something, shouting at a little coin with legs. And
That's little
where your visions
asshole.
end.
Where the core, so nothing where the core, where the vision last ends. There's nothing kind of distinguishable about the area.
Give me a, let's say, knowledge geography.
May I also?
Yeah, anyone can if you have it trained.
Having trains at least 1 rank on it, right?
Not knowledge local, right? Just checking.
Geography, correct.
Yeah, just because that was much better.
Let me check your sheet real quick, Gabitha, because I don't think this half level is included in there already. And if it's not, it would be a +3.
Love that. Also, don't forget the hero point you gave me earlier.
Oh yeah, we have 20 of those.
20.
I did not, but
I would like
there
to
is
cash in.
as usual, a shared hero point for the whole group for this one adventure that
Oh, yeah,
resets at the next adventure. So technically, you do have one. It does not look like that half level bonus is included in there. So this is a 17, not a 14. So actually,
Boom, and Elantra kicked ass.
all 3 of you are able to make out different parts of this terrain and can coordinate to maybe get a better idea of where you're at.
We're playing fucking GeoGuessr on the...
Yeah, kind of. Give me a moment to pull up my map.
If it has red sand, it might be Brazil. Red dirt.
Imagine
It's
if
probably
we,
Brazil.
if we actually made a GeoGuessr pack that's just pictures of the map of Enerdym.
You gotta let me finish the map before you do that. One of these
large
days.
swaths of blank green area.
Okay. I think that you are able to... God, this is incredible. Between the 3 of you, you're able to sort of triangulate this area. It is next to some woods. You're like on a road that runs tangent to some woods. It is not especially north on the continent. It's not super high up. You can tell just, you know, the types of trees and you know, that you can deduce the season and figure out that it would be colder if you were further up and certain things wouldn't be growing there, et cetera, et cetera. And also, you don't think it's the Arrowen Forest. And it's also not near any mountains. So that kind of puts you in this like top left bit of Dolrest somewhere.
How do I view this map?
If you on World Anvil go to the like route page for the category page for geography, there's a link to the map there. You can also get, if you go to the home page, there's a big like book icon that takes you to the geography page, which will ultimately take you to the map.
Yes, okay. Geography. Okay, I got it.
And there's like top right, you can like turn certain icons on or off. If you want to see like what a forest is called or something.
Okay.
Or you don't want to see what all the city icons are.
All right, I got everything checked on. Sorry.
No worries. So that's what you got. You now have two little reveals about the sort of history of these spheres that you have found. I guess Sirius and Yvette were the only ones that heard the first one. And the main takeaway from the first one was that there was an otherworldly snake-like creature with alligator jaws, man arms, and horns like a ram that was holding the core in one hand and scraping runes into its surface with a sharp nail.
The first orb, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was on the first orb. Yeah.
Where was that found?
It spoke with a chorus of raspy voices to someone that you could not see. So that was the vision from the first core, which was yesterday in World. And I guess you all know that these cores were found in specific locations, right? The first core was found in the forest just outside of Brewick. I'm blanking on the name of that forest.
Olberwood.
Yes, that's the one. And the core that you've completed today was found in the laboratory of Baden Skycorn in the city of Lindereg.
You guys have other cores?
Two more.
Okay.
Yep. Two more.
Where did you find those orbs?
One was found in the city of Ulethtir.
Love that place.
I do too, man.
Which one's that one?
You
Great
weren't
movies.
there, so you won't recognize any description I give you. And I definitely remember where. And the last one was in the recent adventure in the swamp. The Ebony Mangle.
The swamp.
Where's
Take me to the
Uleftir on
swamp.
the map?
It's the west
I see it.
coast of Dulrast. Yeah, big
Okay.
ass city. Weird city. And the adventure where the fourth core was found was where they met Lorch. Sort of, they kind of met him before that adventure, I guess, en route.
Okay.
So is there any scrying or light investigation that people want to do right now? Otherwise, that's all I got for you today.
Do we want to do some scrying?
You're
I
the one
can't,
using
but
spell.
if you can do it, go for it.
Yeah, you're the one who
Well,
uses the
the-
spell slots for it.
The question, it's 1 4th level spell slot. I'll get it back tomorrow. The question is, do we have the requisite reflective surface?
I believe you scryed from Kedwell once before.
Okay, cool.
I
then we're
think
gonna do
you
that.
went to the well out back.
Yeah,
or something
that
like
sounds right.
that.
That sounds right. We got a pool of water rather than having a silver
Yeah.
mirror worth 1,000 gold pieces.
Yep.
Which I will pick up at some point.
I've also got a really shiny baking pan, so.
It's worth 1,000 gold pieces. Is it made of silver?
I mean, it's producing pretty good desserts my time.
All right. Well, we'll work on that.
If I just like create water, will that make a pull that works?
If you have a sufficiently sized receptacle for it.
You can also just go
I don't. But
outside.
Yeah, but it is cooler to use magic.
That is true.
It's like the most wizard shit ever, right? To instead of taking like 30 steps outside to cast a spell to summon water indoors.
Yeah, that's a programmer.
I mean, I don't think we have a basin big enough in here. I'm new. I don't know what you guys do and don't have.
If we all collective start spitting on the floor, we're gonna have one pool of water. And
So gross.
I'm gonna assume that Elantra guides the folks around back where they scried from the last time.
Yep, the place that I was fully aware that it
The
exists.
solved problem. We'll use the old solution. What are you scrying on, my friend?
Did we say we wanted to do it on the burly man?
There is hot dwarf. There
Mhm.
is goblin, terrible businessman.
Mm-hmm.
There's also the weird Pokemon, but you didn't see the weird Pokemon, so I don't know if you can.
The weird Pokemon?
Yeah, it's the snake with horns and fangs and
Alligator with main
scribing.
arms.
Oh, yeah, from the first vision. Yeah, Elantra did not
Yeah.
see that.
By the way, Duff, what was their name? I know you mentioned it earlier.
I didn't.
No, you definitely did.
I definitely didn't.
You for sure gave us their true name.
I definitely did not do that.
If you cannot scribe on it.
What would we prefer? I mean, the goblin will be like almost a guaranteed we'll find out where he is. And we're friendly with him, so we can like.
Yeah, I would count you familiar with Lorch.
He'll give us the best chance, but
Can't you do
we may
both?
get more juicy information from doing it on the others. I would say the burly man is probably a better chance that we get something good than on. Dal,
Fear-
you really
Feartooth?
you did say his name, that
Feartooth?
alligator creature with the arms of a man.
I definitely didn't.
He told us his true name so that we could control him like a fey creature. I'm 100% sure. If you could see the
All makes
posture
sense.
I'm
I
saying
also
this in,
remember
you would
this.
call me a
I also
crazy-
heard it, Golf.
You all forget
Yeah.
that I have a recording
It
of this.
It was after.
Oh,
No, it was right after
man.
you gave out the hero points, and you said, "Wow, this is
Ah,
the best
yes,
party of
yes, yes.
adventurers." Yeah.
Yeah, and then you. Oh, never mind. I'll tell that joke off stream.
What's the can you do just one scribe?
Yes, I only have one spell slot that I can scry with.
Okay.
I'm thinking Burlyman.
Sure. Why
It would
not?
probably be a good show.
Hey, Dalf. Would you say the Burlyman at one point was in possession of or owned the Thought Core?
Yeah.
So I have an object belonging to the subjects?
Belonging to is a weird phrase. It certainly was in possession, or rather, he was in possession of it for an amount of time.
I mean, hey, what in this life are we ever more than in possession something for an amount of time?
True. He has that point.
That's a good
He
point.
got you. He got you there, buddy.
I will
Yeah,
give it
I
to
agree.
you.
Thank you, thank you.
And you have secondhand knowledge of this subject. I'm not giving you met through a vision as counting.
And I wouldn't push for it as a pro bono rules lawyer.
I appreciate that. So that means we're sitting at a +1.
I believe so.
Can I do guidance?
No, because this is a will save being done by the target.
Okay.
So Elantra is not rolling anything. So what's the DC we're working with here?
33.
My typical DC for a 4th level spell is 18. So then with second hand, what does it get? Okay. So it gets a +5 with second hand knowledge, and then I have a -4 to their will save. So our DC is effectively 17,
Okay.
right? If they have no modifiers to their deal.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean you're kind of doing it backwards, but yeah, that's
Or
fine.
or they're rolling with a +1, and
Yes.
the DC is 18.
And the
How's
DC is
that?
18. Yeah, that's how it's written up, but it works either way. The math is the same. I am going to need you to do a roll before this, though.
What roll would you like?
Your
Mr.
usual
32?
when you cast a spell.
Oh, of course. How could I forget? Hope nothing zany happens.
Oh. That's pretty zany. I would go so far as to say a zany thing happens as a result of that.
Okay. I didn't forget about this part of my character at the time.
Because this is a yeah, this is a
It's a 4th
21.
level spell.
This is a 21. Yeah.
Apollo, since you're out of the loop on this while Dal figures out what the effect is, my character has a thing where when I cast spells, I make
Ooh,
a
I
roll, and
forgot.
sometimes you get a wild magic effect.
I was thinking it
forgot
was
about
wild
that.
magic. I thought it was a sorcerer thing, though.
It's a
It is a
house rule,
sorcerer
though.
thing, but my character's got some backstory shit about it.
Okay.
Yeah, they kind of homebrew it around it.
We did a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a fun one. For me.
Oh, okay.
I think I know how this is gonna work. So you begin your spell. You're staring. I assume multiple people are gathered around this pool as well so that they can gaze upon the results of this. the results of this scrying. So you're looking into the pool. It takes a little while for it to begin to congeal. And you start to see an image. It's not really of anything yet. I guess really not an image. You start to see some color in the pool. And then brilliant light coming from the sky fills your view instead. You cannot see what is going on in the pool. In fact, no one can. It is too bright. The area is filled with daylight. And before you're able to recollect your thoughts, you look down, or recollect your thoughts and look down at the pool. It has settled back into its former placid state. You do not see anything. You know that daylight is not a normal part of you scrying. What you don't know is if the daylight only happened here.
Do I get the impression that they've failed the save?
Give me a knowledge arcana check.
So 27 get me.
With a 27, you are able to determine that they passed the save. The scry failed. Above game, they passed the save. I guess your character does not know anything about saves. I think that you think that the daylight effect appeared in both places, at the target and at you. And that sort of like forewarned them enough to resist the spell.
Damn.
So now they're aware that someone was trying to scry them.
I don't believe they are aware. They are certainly aware that there is bright daylight around them for a few moments.
Is it nighttime or daytime? Just
it's daytime. You were only in that puzzle space for like 5 minutes, so it's like early afternoon probably.
okay.
Oh, I said a few moments. It'd be like fucking 30 minutes that this light would stick around. Strictly speaking.
Huh.
I mean, well, what was that? It's in character. What was that?
Mm. Mm-hmm. On occasion, the ley lines will and the weave of the magic will draw upon more of itself than is expected, and is often expressed in strange ways. For the moment, this pool of water is blindingly bright. I do suspect that this blinding light has interrupted my ability to scry, because I think that the target of my scrying was also blinded by the lights. Ooh.
So, did we learn anything?
Nope.
Only that they are on the same plane as we are.
True.
which is not nothing.
It's not a lot, but it's not nothing.
It's not a lot, but it's not nothing.
I see.
We can try again tomorrow if we'd like. I don't know if I'll be going to the next thought core or not, though.
I'm out of character. I'm assuming, given that 3 days were planned, there is some more to this current adventure, or
There is not. The
It's a failsafe.
yeah, the last date is usually just in case things run over.
Yeah, in case
Say
we
about
like
50%
spend,
of the time we use the last day.
in case we like say spend the whole first adventure being goofy idiots and not taking the
Yeah, maybe like shopping with a random goblin on the side of the road.
buying a bunch of mimic coins.
If something like that happens,
Yeah, it never happens though. It's very
Never
rare.
happens though.
it never
Pretty
happens.
rare.
Never.
Yeah.
We're very well behaved.
So well behaved. Well,
You
from
based
what
on
we
your tone,
kind
I'm assuming
We're-
that you guys are not well behaved.
We're an undistractable party, actually.
Mm-hmm. Very.
This-
We're
To be
like,
fair, we only got very distracted once.
Sheer
We're
our
so
focus
focused and
and
on task
sheer will is
all the
you know,
incredible.
there's a quote that says, "Well-behaved adventurers seldom make history." So
I like that. Who said that?
Actually,
I don't know. I think it was about women,
Gabatha?
but, you know, fuck women, right?
Mm.
Yeah, it was me. Gabatha said that.
Did you just heard it? You just said it.
So, but we know even Gabatha pats Elantra's robe and says, "You did a great job." But don't we know enough from like comparing like the geography to have a general sense of where we would go next time?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm recalling back to the last scry that you did, which I believe was on our bald buddy Callum Crane, if I'm not mistaken. This was in a tavern talk last year. And you got a little bit of information about his location, and it was a very little bit. It was like the color of the rocks that were on the ground in the area made you
I
think
am
it.
recalling this now that you start talking about it.
Yeah, if you recall more, please say more so I don't give you more information than you already had.
I do not. I recall that we
Okay.
figured out like a broad region or something based on the color of like soil and rocks. like I was the geoguesser guy.
Yeah,
If only you had seen a tree you could talk with, you know.
Unfortunately, they were underground in this vision, but as I recall, what you were able to determine from that was that it was on the west coast somewhere.
and that's it.
Yeah, from your previous scry. And
Okay.
this scry gave you a little bit more information. I mean, there are two separate events that you're looking in on, but if you think that they're likely to be in the same area or similar areas, then you can correlate them.
Well, we should also just like for the rumor mill, keep an ear out in case anyone's like, "Oh my god, it was like really weird bright daylight flooding an area for 30 minutes yesterday. That was strange."
I was
True.
at the Pentagon and
You can try and track down Lorch and have a conversation with him.
Yeah, we can track down Lorch.
True.
does that feel like a tavern talk or like an adventure?
Well, if the five of you would like to do that sort of thing, same bat time, same bat channel, next week we can use the third session to, track down Lorch and talk to some people. We'll get a little hinky timeline wise, but that's okay. We can say it is a little bit in the future if we need to.
Oh yeah, because the arms are one
Okay.
after the other, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that
okay.
would be that would get wanky. What if some of us die on the next one, and then we all?
Don't worry about that.
Are you sure?
Uh-huh.
He says not to worry about it. I'm not going to worry.
When would a dungeon master understate the amount of danger we're in?
Look, one of the last 2 cores is a boss fight.
It's
Don't
a
worry
boss
about
fight,
it.
Woo!
That boss? Albert Einstein.
Now you have to match him in a battle of wits, mostly math.
Oh God, I hope not.
I hope not.
We're gonna fight in on the battlefield of ideas.
If that's what happens, stealth, I'm leaving.
You have to do a faster Myrtle than him.
Hell no.
I think probably hold off till we finish all the cores before we go chasing after goblins and whatnot.
It makes more
Okay.
sense, I think.
Yeah, it does make
Yeah.
more sense
Yeah.
for your character's timeline to do that.
And it's that TLC song. Don't go chasing goblins. Just stick to the cores
Goblin merchants.
and puzzles that you're used to.
I don't think the goblin's gonna be hard to find. That's also like.
Is it also? But my boy, I could also go hang out with my boy Verkuth, right? I could see how he's doing as Marquess, and if he's like found some confidence.
Sure, you can give him a visit.
Yeah, bake him a pie, whatever. Gabitha's got time.
Well, that's all I've got for the second iteration of unlocking the cores. Hopefully we'll get another, the next one scheduled here soon. I don't have much to prep in between, so.
Oh yeah.
That we will
Yeah.
call the end here. And as per usual, I will open the floor if anyone has any
What were we
If you
supposed to
want-
do with the statues?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
what are
I
the
need the
statues?
solution for the
Statue
last-
puzzle solution, please.
Blindfold
So
them. That's what we were supposed to do.
I fully did not expect the covering their eyes thing. I just thought that was fun and deserved to work. So that's called an 8 queens problem, but I only did it with 6. You can do it with as long as the board is the same size on one side as the number of queens. It's a chess problem. They're queens. They
Yeah.
It
need
did
to
feel
not.
like a chess problem.
Yeah, they need to not threaten each other on the board, right? So you figured out what you had to do. So it's solvable. It's just tough. I didn't actually solve that particular version of it, but I've seen solutions of higher order ones. Yeah, I think you all just got a little too bogged down with trying to get a core 4 in the right spot when it seems like you need smaller bunches that are further apart to get it to work.
Okay.
So here is, I'll put it in
Apparently
Discord.
there are 92 solutions for an 8 queen problem.
So this picture that I just
Figure out one.
posted, the third one is a solution for the 8 queens. We were doing 6, so this, specific iteration wouldn't work, but
Okay. By the way, Dalf, can you let me know if either of my characters got a level up from this, and I'll just do all of them at once because I think
No
I
is
owe
the
Aram
answer.
like 2. Excellent, even easier.
Yeah, I like you're getting experience for these adventures, but because they're all back to back, I'm just going to dole it all out at the end when we're done with all 4 of them.
Ah, okay.
And since it's counting as 4 adventures, that means everyone's getting at least 1 level. Some people might be getting 2, depending on
Okay.
how many you do and how close you were to a level. So
I'm aiming for 2 levels, guys.
I'm gonna aim for 3. I'm gonna
could
see
hit
if I can
10.
be that A+.
3
guy.
will be a challenge.
Well, Gabitha's up to the challenge, considering she
Okay.
skipped the first one.
If I do
Yeah.
the next one, I might play Aram instead and take a change. We'll
Oh,
see.
all right.
We'll see.
Mhm.
I guess peeling back the curtain a little bit, you all got very close to twice seeing what would happen if you ran out of time
Oh yeah.
in a particular room.
What?
I had 12 puzzles. You needed to do 9. If you ran out of time, you just go to a different room and you don't get credit for the last one.
Oh.
If you keep running out of
okay.
time, you could end up in a room that you started before. And you'll be, you'll pick up where you left off. It'll be in whatever state it was. So that was sort of, we didn't need it, but that was my safety net for if you just hit a room and no one was making any headway, always a possibility with puzzles that someone just like doesn't get it. And some of these are pretty hard, so. It worked out you didn't need them, but that's what would have happened. So there were 3 that you didn't see. Number 12, number
Wait.
9, and number 4.
We missed the PvP one.
That's because we definitely solved the hardest 9.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, true. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Definitely.
Definitely.
The other ones were
Absolutely.
fucking child's play.
Is that true? Did they get easier if as you failed?
No.
Up
I was
top.
rolling a die between rooms.
You did have your typical Dalf rolling a die pause between rooms.
Mhm. Yeah. So, and the pauses got longer because I keep rolling numbers that you already did. So, yeah, there was no real plan for which ones you would go to, or what order you would go to them. I will say, I
Is
think
it
number
legal?
9 Number 9 is the type of thing that it's very hard if you've never seen it before, and potentially quite easy if you've done it before. So, you didn't do that one,
Is
though.
there any
Which
chance
one?
you will
was it?
reuse the puzzles you did not use in later adventures?
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you the ones that you didn't see
That's fair.
because I might use them.
That's fair.
What about you don't use them?
Probably only 2 of them I might use. The other one's a little bit too wacky to for me to conceive of how to fit it in the real world.
Yeah.
Which is kind of the benefit of doing, going into these cores in the first place, was it let me do things that don't make any sense normally.
Mm-hmm. You got to create your little weirdo pocket dimensions.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The weirdo
Love a
pocket dimensions were fun.
No one's gonna actually lock a door behind that you have to convince the door to say a word or something that's not real. No one's actually doing that. But in a weird pocket dimension, it works.
A weird pocket dimension. We
Did
can
that
do
work?
anything.
How did that work? Were you rolling something for the door? The door is taking that bait, or it was just you going, "Oh yeah, this one makes sense."
It was just a judgment call on my part, whether
Okay.
it felt like you worked hard enough for it. That is kind of difficult to adjudicate, though. There's no I don't even think there is a role that could make that I guess work. You know, if you put a role to it, then someone can just brute force it, and then it's not a puzzle anymore.
There were a few times where I wanted to make an intelligence check to find out the premise of the puzzle.
I mean,
'Cause I'm like,
if you were like
the-
stuck on the Picross one, like you certainly could have cracked that with an intelligence check of some sort.
specifically when we got to the statues and the pegs one, I just looked at that and I was like, that's not a puzzle. That's just a weird room layout. I don't know, man. I was fully just like, not a fucking clue what this is.
all
And
got
then,
like a little bit in.
And then I
Right.
think it was Apollo who said, "Oh, I bet you have to connect the lines without crossing." And I was like, my years of doing the very hard flow-free weekly challenges are fucking coming in
Yup.
for me.
More than one of these were a mobile game I play, so
Incredible.
So which
the
room was the
for future
Pokemon Go
challenges.
room?
see, you didn't get to that one, so
Ah, darn.
Was there a Suika game room?
unfortunately, no.
Was there an
Perhaps a
Among Us
Candy
one?
Crush room?
I guess maybe you could do a Candy Crush puzzle room. I don't know.
There was for sure the Among Us one.
That'd be a weird one to run in a Roll20, I think. Even weirder to run in person. Oh, the language, or the
Wait,
languages
wait.
that you all didn't
Hang on.
figure out from the
I have
flow
to get this
puzzle room.
joke in before we move on. Imagine you're sitting at a table and the DM just hands you an iPad and he's like, "I'm stuck on this level of Candy Crush. If you solve it, you get XP." Okay, go ahead. You're talking about the languages that we didn't figure out.
Yeah,
It was Russian.
I think Gabitha guessed the word, which was brothers, written in Orcish. Uses the same alphabet as Jotun and Goblin. And the other one that was written in Celestial script was the word partners in Ignin, which is the language used on the elemental plane of fire.
Those dirty Ignins.
Whoa!
Whoa!
That's their word.
You can't be ignorant like that.
Ignorant.
Whoa, with the hard R?
Oh,
But
the only
Air people typically hate fire.
The only other thing I want to call out is from the last session. The scales room? I don't remember who it was. Someone said Fibonacci sequence and then said, no, that's not right. That was right.
That was me.
It was a Fibonacci sequence.
You were
I
right.
did say that. I made that as a joke. I
Yeah.
was like, you didn't give us a Fibonacci. Fuck.
The total
I
the total weights were 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21. For each of the scales.
I literally thought to myself, no, Dolph wouldn't troll us that hard.
I'm
thought
not
it
that
was.
big of a nerd, surely.
I thought it was
No.
for sure because I know you as a person, but I didn't figure out that the weight units were different than what the actual like books and buckets were
Mm.
until like we solved it, you know?
I'm just happy that I found some of the riddles because I was feeling extremely not helpful.
That it is it is bonkers crazy to me that you solved riddles in a second language.
Mhm.
Actually,
I had-
Whoa.
I had to
Whoa.
translate one, but yeah.
Like I've said this before, but it routinely amazes me that you are funny in a language you did not grow up with because you do like fucking wordplay and shit in English, which is like
I do get very happy when I get a pun in, when I just do a silly pun.
Like
I feel so happy about myself.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There are sentences you say and type that I'm like, what the fuck? But
Yeah, it's-
especially when you say he was doing the thing with the shit with the and then and then I'm like just like, brother, what? But like, I don't know, man. You give yourself more credit. You're funny and smart.
True, I am, and also so sexy. My dick's so big.
Wow.
All right, on that note, I think we're going to transition out of stream. So thanks for hanging out, y'all. It sounds like there won't be another session next week, but
Yeah, I think
soon after. Stay
Self,
tuned.
I wanna
Goodbye.
praise you because I think that all your puzzles are very different, but I think like